कर्मण्येवाधिकारस्ते मा फलेषु कदाचन मा कर्मफलहेतुर्भूः मा ते सङ्गोऽस्त्वकर्मणि. Hari Om, everyone. Today I'm going to be taking this verse from the Bhagavad Geetha, from chapter 2, verse 47, and I'm going to be talking about it and attempting to explain it. This is one of the more famous verses from the Gita, but it's also one of the most difficult to decipher. The literal translation: you have a right to perform your prescribed duty, but you are not entitled to the fruits of action. Never consider yourself to be the cause of the results of your activities, and never be attached to not doing your duty. We do not know the results of our actions. We can't predict them, because if we could, wouldn't we choose the action that would give us the best results? And at the other end, wouldn't we choose not to do actions that would give us bad results? But we don't know the results of our actions, and so all we can do is trust that our good actions will give us good results. That is having trust and having faith. Because life is a test. It's a test to see if you can continue to do the right actions, even if the right result doesn't come right away for you. Or what you think is the right action may not immediately follow. If you sow a mango seed, plant it in the ground, you have to keep on nurturing it, pouring water for it, giving it life. But if you stop halfway through, if you lose faith, you'll never get the fruits of your actions. You'll never see the mango tree blossom and never get the fruits of the mango tree. Some actions you can predict. If I were to drop a ball right now, gravity would bring it down, and you could probably approximately predict where it's going to hit the floor. But if I take a live bird, and if I drop that in my hand, you can never predict where that's going to go. If it's going to fly in this direction or that direction, if it's going to fly over there. In the same way, you can never predict the results of your actions. You have dead actions and you have alive actions. But you have three options here. You can act differently, and you cannot act. But then how do we work if we're not working for the result? Isn't that what we do for everything? We're trying to see, oh, I want to be successful, I want to go to a good college, have a good job, so I'm going to get good grades now, I'm going to study now. Isn't that what we do for everything? So how can we work without going for a goal? Because for all of us, isn't our ultimate goal happiness? Because we're doing everything to be happy, to spiritually enlighten ourselves, or whatever you want to do here. But there's a difference between having a goal and working for a result. I kind of connected this to our grades at school, and I suppose most of the kids could probably connect to this. If you're studying for something, are you studying for the sake of learning and for getting that knowledge, or are you studying for the sake of the grade that's going to come? Because if you study for the sake of knowledge, that grade will come with you. But if you study for the sake of the grade, the knowledge you need to be successful may not come to you. And that's directly related to the whole idea of cheating. Those who cheat, they're in the top 1%. Those are the people who are so concerned with their grades that they have to resort to this because they're trying to manage so many different things and they just may not have time, or they worry about their results, they worry about their grades so much. Because maybe one time you studied for something, you studied hard for it, but you got a bad grade. You were in control of your actions. You were the one who studied, but you didn't get the results of it. You didn't get the good result of it. And cheating is a test, and that test you would have failed. Because if you had continued to study, the knowledge would have come to you, and ultimately the grade you deserved would have come. But if you had decided to cheat, you would have gotten caught, it would have been a mark on your record, and all of these bad things would have happened to you. The only failure is not trying. Maybe someone else planted a seed. Maybe their seed was bad, and it never grew. That doesn't mean that your seed won't grow. Because as was once said by Thomas Edison, I haven't failed. I just found 10,000 ways that won't work. If you go by this mentality, a step back is actually a step forward. Because you've learned something. You've learned from your mistakes. It's only a bad thing if you decided not to learn anything from it. A few of us, we went and talked to Akshaya a few months ago. She was actually studying to be a doctor, and during high school, she was talking to us about her experiences here. She was doing everything to go to medical school. She applied for internships. She got good grades, did the SAT. She did all the right actions, but what ultimately happened? She got rejected from medical school. She did the right actions, but she didn't get what was the right results. But on the other end, she had done stuff for business because she had enjoyed business. She had done all of that, and she applied to business school, and she ultimately ended up getting in. Looking back on it, what she thought was, I would have been a horrible doctor because I can't even stand the sight of blood. What ended up being the right result eventually happened because she did the right actions, even if it didn't come up right away. The wrong thing in that situation would have been to just give up, to stop after you had gotten rejected. For most of us, we have this anxiousness and nervousness because we worry about the results of our actions, something we have no control over. But at the same time, realizing you don't have any control over your actions, or you have control over your actions but not over your result, should not motivate you to inaction. You should not think, oh, there's no reason for me to do this because I don't even have control over the result. I have a choice with this paper. I can drop it, I can throw it over there, I can rip it in half. If I drop it, I don't have control over where it's going to fall. Gravity would pull it down, but the wind would cause it to move somewhere else. But I made the choice to drop it. You have choices, but you can't control the results. So that shouldn't motivate you to not do the correct actions. We all do the right actions at first. Time is the problem. Because for a lot of us, we'll start doing the right actions, but when we don't get an immediate result, we'll just give up. We won't even continue trying. Swamiji gave me a nice formula yesterday. Action plus time equals result. If you continue to do good actions over a long period of time, you will get the good result. That will happen. Because the results are our future. They're what is coming in the future. Tomorrow is the result of your actions from today. But if you look at it the same way, isn't today the result of your actions from yesterday? Bask in the glory of your results. Bask in everything that you have done, because that's an accomplishment for you. Derive joy in performing action. Live in the present. Because if you postpone your happiness for when you get the result, you will never be happy. If you keep thinking, I will be happy once I reach that goal, once I become successful, once I earn this much amount of money, you're never going to be happy. If my happiness is in a bird, I don't want to continue chasing it and never be able to hold it down. Don't put the key to your happiness in someone else's pocket. Let your happiness come from within, and ultimately you will always be happy no matter the result of your actions. Hari Om, thank you.